Today's video is going to be a fun one. I picked up some of the products from the new Revolution, or rather newish Revolution X Grease collaboration collection. This is Grease, the film, not Grease like the stage musical. I saw these pieces and I thought they were so freaking cute. Now, if you're new to my channel, I am somebody that has no problem with buying palettes, buying makeup just for the packaging. Even if I don't know if I'm actually going to use the product in the inside of the packaging very often, I have zero problem with buying products strictly for the packaging. That's why if you have watched any of my summer collection videos, I did start a kind of archive. And basically what that is the makeup products that I bought strictly for packaging, but I don't know if I probably won't really just use them very often. Because yeah, I have no problem doing that. That's just not an issue for me at all. And that's one of the reasons why I picked this one up. The reason why I say new-ish is because Revolution did just launch a new collection with Emily in Paris. I have to admit, I have never watched Emily in Paris. I have seen a lot of people talk about it, but I don't know. It's not one of those shows that really stands out to me to like jump over and watch. I will say that I almost bought the advent calendar just to open it for you guys, but honestly when I looked at what was coming, what the products that were coming in, it just wasn't worth it to me, with the price. So I ended up not picking anything up from that collection. And even if I was an Emily in Paris fan, I feel like that collection was pretty boring anyway, but this one was super cute. Once again, this is the Grease X Revolution. I picked up 2 out of the 3 palettes. The third palette was Danny Zuko's car, and it said Grease on it, it has the logo, but just something about the color story in that particular palette just didn't really stand out to me, and I didn't really care about having the car palette in my collection, but these two, I thought these were so freaking cute. First, we have the outer carton here. I bought the Grease X Revolution Rock and Roll T-Birds palette. This is the outer carton for that. And then the Pink Ladies Pink Rules palette. This outer carton is just like really, really cute. And then the palettes, these are designed to look like the jackets. I freaking love Grease. The original one is the one that I just really enjoy. I don't know, the second one with Michelle Pfeiffer, I just didn't enjoy as much. We have the Rock and Roll T-Birds palette, and it opens up like this. And the inside says, "That's my name, don't wear it out." And this one has more of a kind of gothic rock and roll color story. Of the two, I think this one is my favorite as far as the color story is concerned. With this one, you have 4 mattes, 5 shimmers. I think I'm going to do a separate standalone video with this palette for my short form content because I really want to dive into these shades. I might combine this with the Pink Ladies, I'm not sure, but the Pink Ladies palette is the one that I'm planning on really focusing on in this video. So we have the Pink Ladies Pink Rules. On the inside it says "Too pure to be pink," and we know that was from Rizzo in the movie. Oh my god, Rizzo was one of my favorite characters. But this is the color story for the Pink Ladies palette. This one I kind of feel like they could have done a little bit more with. This one doesn't really scream Pink Ladies to me, but it is a pretty color story. Once again, you also have 4 mattes and 5 shimmers, just like the T-Birds. And like I said, this is the palette that I'm going to focus on the most today. Might bring in something from the other one, but we'll just have to see where it takes us. The collection also includes 2 cream kind of balm blushes. This one is the Sandy shade, which is a hot pink. The other one was for Rizzo. That one was like an orangey coral. I really wanted that one, but unfortunately it was sold out. It's a very pretty balmy formula. I mean, really nice creamy formula. It's very bright though. I'm looking forward to seeing how this blends out on the cheekbones. There were a bunch of other pieces as well. I don't remember everything. I know there were 3 lipsticks. I picked up one. This one is the Sandy shade. This one is like a soft, kind of a muted nude pink. The one for Rizzo was a red, and then there was one for Frenchie, I think, which was like a brighter pink. Of the 3, this is the only one that really stood out to me. I have so many red lipsticks. In fact, I think I'm going to get ready to do like a huge declutter of going through my red lipsticks because I don't wear red very often. I have so freaking many. I probably need to get rid of some. The only shade that was sold out was the Frenchie shade, which was that kind of a brighter pink. Outside of the collection, I also picked up a few pieces that were on sale. If you guys know, you know, Revolution is always having sales, so I grabbed a few of the products that were in that category. The first one is the Powder Bright Brightening Powder. Love this packaging. I got this to try as an under eye brightener for, under eyes, to kind of set everything down. I thought maybe this could work really well for that. The next thing that I got is the Ultimate Matte Face Power from Revolution. Man, this is supposed to be clear, no color. This is really nice packaging too. It's plastic, but it has a little bit of weight to it. I have super oily skin, and I got this as possibly something I could use as a touch-up powder throughout the day, just to kind of help touch up, the areas that get a little bit shiny throughout the day, my little T-zone. And then the last thing that I grabbed from the sale section, this is the Rehab Line Fix Under Eye Primer. And this is just supposed to help smooth out lines, underneath the eyes, underneath your concealer. When you get to my advanced years, you tend to have a little bit of, crinkling, a little creasing under the eyes, and I thought maybe this could help. I have not used any of these products yet, so I'll have to let you guys know in the future, what I actually think of them. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this Grease X Revolution collection. First thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids in my ColourPop Party Proof eyeshadow primer in caramel, and then we're going to get to putting on this cream blush. I like to apply my eyeshadow primer first, so that way it has a chance to set down while I put on my cheek products. I'm going to take this brush from Profusion. This is the angled blush brush. This is the type of brush that I like to use for applying cream products. And what I'm going to do, I don't know how pigmented this is going to be going in the cheeks. I'm going to take it and just kind of lightly tap just once, and then take it to the cheeks. Ooh, as you can see, that's pretty pigmented. And then just start blending. Sometimes it works well with a brush. I have also used a sponge to apply cream products. Ooh, that is blending out really nice. Do you see that? It's not going on like super pigmented on the cheek. Ooh, that is pretty. You could do like a soft pink, or you could like build that up to a much bolder pink if you want. That is nice though. It's a really pretty formula. I tell you one thing, with this gigantic pan, you are definitely never going to run out. I'm going to take a little bit more and just build it up a little bit. Ooh, that is so pretty. And it's not like taking my products, my face products underneath. I like that. Blends out very quickly, very easily. Extremely buildable. That is stunning. I'm loving that. For highlight, I'm going to go into Peachy Keen, which is the shade right there, and just kind of dab it on my cheeks. This collection didn't come with a highlighter, so we're just going to take that. And I do expect this to be a little bit more glittery because, it's a eyeshadow. It's not meant to be a highlighter. I'm going to take my brush and just kind of tap that in and blend that into the blush. It's a little glittery, once again as I expected, but it does make a nice little face highlight. All right, moving into our eyes. Definitely want to go with this pink. I think I'm going to take that pink using one of my Real Technique crease brushes and just kind of go into the crease with that shade. And I definitely want to tap into this middle shade as well, which is called Looker. The pink shade is called Love or Hate. Let's see how pigmented that's going to be on the eyelid. I'm just going to take it with that little pointy part and just go directly into the crease. Ooh, yes, that is definitely pigmented. Blending really well. Do you see that? I kind of focus that on this outer portion of the crease. That is a really nice shade. Ooh, when it comes to these little, collection type palettes that Revolution does, you really never know what the actual formula is going to be like. Sometimes they perform well, sometimes they don't. Revolution is definitely one of those brands that can be hit or miss where their eyeshadow formula is concerned, but this one, that's looking pretty. I don't have swatches, for the actual video itself, but there will be a swatch video going up after. Probably going up sometime this weekend. I just didn't feel the need, to actually put swatches in the video. I just didn't think it was necessary. I'm going to go into this white shade right here, which is called Go Get 'Em. Just lightly put that on the brush. I want to kind of blend that in here. In the middle part, like we're blending it into the pink. So we're basically just making a lighter pink to go into the inner portion, just to kind of brighten that area up. Now for the outer corner, I'm going to take my favorite brush from Beauty Bay, and we're going to go into Rule the School right here on the outer corner. So have any of you guys seen Grease? If you have, who is your favorite character? I have to say, I think Rizzo was my favorite character. I really loved her. It is funny though how dang well every actor in that movie was like in their late 20s, 30s. Maybe some of them may have even been in their 40s, playing high schoolers, but it was a great musical. I loved it. It's one of my favorite films, growing up from childhood, which is really funny though because it's definitely not a movie for kids. If you have seen that movie, you know it's not a movie for kids. Just the Grease Lightning song alone. Yeah, those lyrics. I watched this movie as a kid. I was a child when I saw this, and of course, back then I didn't understand all the innuendos, but you watch it later, when you're an adult and you're like, oh yeah, I don't think I should have been watching that or like listening to those lyrics when I was 8 years old, but yeah, there you go. This is a beautiful chocolate shade too. It's actually blending into the pink pretty well. You never know, but ooh. So far, I have to say I am liking the formula in this palette. Once again, you just never know what it's going to be like when you're using one of these Revolution collection type palettes. But this one is performing really well. I'm going to take just a little bit more of that pink. Just right up in here. Not too much. I don't want to like overdo it with the pink shade. All right, now for the shimmers. I'm debating about whether or not I want to use Too Pure, which is this red shimmer in the corner. That is so pretty. I'm going to swatch that real quick. I want to see what that looks like. So that is what it's like. Oh, it's pretty. It's kind of a red metallic. I did have to like press into the palette kind of hard to get it out. So I think I'm going to need to wet my brush. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit of a glitter base on. Hold on just a minute. Got my base booster from BH Cosmetics. This is one of the things that I like to use that can kind of help amp up a shimmer. And I'm going to take this over the lid. This is just a flat brush that came in a brush set from Doe Color. When I was first starting my makeup journey, I didn't have any brushes. And I got this set off of Amazon. It's a really, really nice brush set. I have since decluttered some of the brushes only because they just didn't really work for me as far as size. But the quality is really good. We're just kind of like carving the crease. I'm going to tap into this shade on the same sticky side. The sticky base can also help you like to pick up shades from a palette that might be a little bit more difficult to get out of the pan. Pretty metallic shade, not as metallic as I would like it to be, but it's not terrible. Like you could take this shade right here, take it with like one of these deep rich mattes in the other palette, and you would have a really cool Halloween look. I'm going to take my brush and just kind of pack it on a little bit more. I'm finding this shade is a little bit harder to pick up. The question is, what do we want to do for the inner portion? I kind of feel like I need something a little bit brighter in there. What do we want to do? Where do we want to go? You know what? Let's go ahead and take Peachy Keen, which is the same shade that I use as my face highlight. This one is picking up a little bit easier, so I don't think I need to use the glitter base for that one. And I'm just going to lay that down. Yeah, see, that one you can see picks up a lot better than that sapphire shade did. I am going to go back in with that brush, though, and just kind of tap in between so that we have a nice little merge. And it's not like red and then super bright, iciness in the inner corner. And for the inner corner, I'm going to take the same shade without diffusing it into the other shade, and I'm going to use this brush from Eloise. I'm just going to lightly tap on it, and we're just going to take this one and just go directly into the inner corner. So at this point, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to throw on my liner and my lashes, and then we will come back and we'll try out this lipstick. This is just the X Revolution Rouge lipstick in Sandy. We are back, you guys. I am loving the way this look is coming together for my wing. I'm using, once again, my Artista liner from AOA Studio in black. This one is starting to dry out. Thankfully, I have a backup because I love this liner. It is my favorite for my waterline. I'm using from ColourPop. This is one of the cream gel liners in Fluffy. It's just a really pretty, bright pink. I thought it would go really well with this look. My lashes are from Temu. They're kind of a fluffy cat eye. I don't know what the actual style name is, but I know these are like $1.77, and you guys, I freaking love them. They're just really a nice fluttery cat eye. Beautiful lashes. All right, moving on to the Sandy lip. I'm going to line my lips real quick using from ColourPop. This is the cream gel liner or lippy pencil in Bumble. Speaking of lippy pencils, I made a little small ColourPop order during the Labor Day sale, and I meant to order another one of these because you can see it's almost out. But instead of ordering this one, I got the shade BFF, which is like a peach nude. I don't even know what I was thinking. It looks nothing like the shade. I don't know how I got the two shades mixed up. It's not a bad shade, but this is the one that I meant to get. So next time ColourPop has an order, I'll definitely have to pick up the right shade. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this real quick. And now for the lipstick. No fragrance. There's actually, you probably cannot see it, but there's a little shape of the lip right there, which looks like a lip print embossed. It's really cute. Whew, I'm a little bit out of breath. I actually stepped away for a second. I realized as I got ready to put the lipstick on that I wanted to get a close-up of the lipstick packaging and the lipstick itself with the little embossing before I actually messed up the lipstick and put it on my lips. So I ran outside real quick, got some close-ups of the lipstick, and now we're actually going to apply it. Formula is very creamy, and that is a really pretty shade. It's a very soft, muted pink. It's not matte. It's kind of like a satin cream formula. I usually prefer something a little bit more matte, but that is a pretty shade. That is really beautiful. And that, you guys, is it. That is all of the products that I picked up from the Grease Revolution collection. Let me know, guys, what you think. Let me know what your favorite product is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with getting my little small channel into recommendations and getting my videos out there to the masses, to the public. We are right now, at the time that I'm filming this, like 6 subscribers away from 2,000, so we're getting closer and closer to that number, to hitting that giveaway. So if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining. It is absolutely free. It does not cost a thing. Make sure that you tap the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And you can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.